friend of the Grummels.
None of you shall leave this place. Your desiccated corpses will be a testament to any who oppose me. There is no need for us to entertain this filth any longer. The only thing that concerns us now is my ascension.
The Queen's inner sanctum is impenetrable, but her ego is not. Cause enough destruction and the Queen will deal with you herself.
Yes, evil burger.
Oh, did you see the thing I sent?
I did.
Yep, it's important.
It is very important. Thank you. I've truly learned something today.
that money.
Dollar.
I mean, not really. There's so many BOEs on the auction house right now.
Okay, so look at that shard.
In fact, I think we already have a pair of those on the auction house.
So I updated Plater, and it's no longer showing me my dots on the little fucking worms, and I need that back. Don't know how to fix it.
I can tell you how to fix it.
I don't want your fix. I've already tried your fix.
Hmm.
Aiden, 500 gold?
1,000.
Okay, 1,000, let's go.
Don't
Oh.
reset.
Oh! Oh! Ah! Where are you? Dude, every raid day we should just like double the amount we're doing.
Eventually it'll be unattainable with betting gold cap. I didn't have to take a flask today, so there should be 2 extras in theory.
They're rank 3 ones, though. You have.
Oh, okay, I'll take 1 then.
Too late, I already took your 2.
I only took 1, so you can take my 2.
Aw, the luck arcs just went away.
Anyone got mana oil?
Got some rank 2s.
There's also a mana oil in the guild bank.
I'll grab that then.
Does anybody whose name starts with a K need a repair?
Yeah,
There's so many people.
I'm only at 97% or 99%. Or
Do we have any of the stone
It works
things
out
in here?
well, doesn't it?
It's a quarter of the rate.
There's
Oh,
no
it's-
stones. There's just oil in there right
I
now.
Oh,
see 2 people under 50, and it's Kelly and Keats.
Can somebody trade me a stone because I can't auction house mount here?
You still need that.
Damn, this guy's flexing. I can't
Oil
auction house
block.
mount here with my shiny new auction house mount. Fuck you, Mora.
Exactly.
Or-
But does anybody have a stone? Like
What's
a
a
sharpening
stone?
stone? Sharpening stone or whatever it's called?
A whetstone?
Yeah.
You know, whetstone or a
I don't.
weightstone?
The one for the sword. I believe that's a whetstone.
I have
I'm
one.
not poor. I'm rich.
Thank you.
This one for Paul then. Hello.
Hello?
Let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My mouse is not working.
I fucking hate Stuart Little. That guy needs to get a job.
Fucking Ratatouille.
Rallying
smoke
cry
break.
in 4.
His name is Remy.
Okay, we're good.
Just in time.
Jump 3 times.
Yeah. I didn't push any buttons. 30 seconds.
Jump 3 times.
What?
Rallying cry in 4.
3 people had diamonds, someone updated.
Wasn't me. Well, we just whoever has just everybody needs to check because if one person has the
No, just everyone update.
oh. Okay, version 1.0.57. Yeah, slash 58.
Didn't think War could count that high.
That's what we were
He
already
can't.
on.
He can only
No,
be.
we were on slash 57.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
It iterates
What is
one
version?
more when you
Now we're on
Oh,
58.
okay.
Yeah.
to see if it's going to tell me anybody is on the wrong one.
Am I on the wrong one? What was it?
It
What was
never
the
popped
number?
up for who it was. It's 57/58, depending on which one you're looking at.
Okay.
You're on a different PC, Rice? You sound different.
Yeah.
This one's for Bolden.
Did you update just now?
Everybody should have updated.
Yeah. Why do I sound different? The same mic.
Sounds like maybe you're a little closer or something, I'm not sure. Okay, hopefully it's fixed.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's frozen? Unfrozen? Yeah, nothing matters right now.
Rallying cry in 4.
Collect or stand in circle.
I need a spell.
I knew my tank, so, but I just had to.
Collect or stand in circle.
You had 4 more seconds, you bitch.
Rallying cry in 4.
Collect or stand in circle.
My Gorfiends or yours? Mine. Remember, we're gonna have really fast kicks, so. Yep. Make sure you know your kick order.
Just watch out.
Collect or stand in circle.
Rallying cry in 4.
Hit on this button. I'm moving on top of worm spell. Ball kicks if you're dead. Is star. Yep. I'm moving boss next to star.
Just don't get on top of it.
Who's doing it? Star's doing it?
Yeah, just
Yep.
star people.
Forget the face, right?
Yep. Gorfiends them. I got boss, I'm moving it away. Good job, guys. Good pull.
Oh my god, get me off this boss, I never want to look at it again. I don't even give a fuck that I died.
Wait, what?
Holy
Julia, heard you say something about me moving?
I said,
Wait, these parasites, hello?
I said I should have told you to move. Because you were standing on my port, because I can't pre-port on that set. If I have...
Just go, oh, you should have just gone. I would have had ways of getting out of it.
Okay, I was just sitting there, and I was like, he'll move, but then I realized that I didn't
I had no idea you had a
say
circle
anything.
over there, because I was shoved up in the fucking corner.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I was standing right next to you. And I was like, I don't want to kill him, so I'm just gonna sit
I
here.
thought I was out of... Wait. Oh, I was in
Over
your
here.
web circle?
You were in my... You were on my port.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea it was there.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's my fault. But I was like, I'm gonna sit here, certainly I don't die. And then I did. But I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I used like...
I got off
5
my
notes
curse,
of
that's all that
goal.
matters.
Did I get bear bugged? Thanks, Pooh.
Did you go bear and then immediately die?
Not immediately, but a spider did run at me.
Sounds like you got bear bugged.
Yeah, I mean, I actually solo taunted a lot of spiders at full, and I had, like, again, a lot of damage rolling on the AoE time, so it's something to do with that thing.
There's some kind of bug, because I saw some post that it's been even worse since the patch, where, like, they don't generate a threat table until, like, 3 seconds after they spawn or something.
No, they don't, because you can't actually cast a spell on them.
Jump 3 times.
Yeah, you can't.
But they can take AoE or something, like...
Yeah, like you can have them off target in this way, and it won't actually appear on its nameplate for like 3 seconds or something.
Yeah, because when it spawns, yeah, it's like an entity that's there, but it's not a targetable, like, castable entity, I guess. I don't know how, but yeah.
Yeah, I kept dying to spiders in the last egg break and the second high slice. I just bopped myself on that pole. It's so much easier that way.
Should have bopped me.
No.
I think it's just because there's so much spell lag that's going on there.
I ran out of defensives and health stones at one point. Like at the end in Hero, I had to just spam heal myself because I did not have anything else up. I was just sitting there with my cooldowns up, just pressing the game.
Yeah. I ran out of mana at the very end, but I think where you were, we don't see that often, so I had to him, but then I had to move. And,
yeah, you were out of
fell behind a little bit.
Yeah, you were out of range of me, so I just had to zoom over to get you.
Well, the fun thing is we'll probably not be seeing that last pie slice again. Because there's still a big percentage of buff that's left.
But
like
I could see this being the boss.
I don't know.
I'm calling it. I don't know. Having a good time choking around.
I've done it a lot now.
Yeah, we have a lot of practice.
We've done it a fucking lot. Holy
It's
shit.
possible where we don't bring in a new person for the comp until we're, like, into farm after Queen.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Are we
That's
extending next week?
The eggs, right?
No, I don't think we're extending next week.
It's more like you're probably gonna get a wipe
until we kill a court.
Yeah, but because we don't need to re-kill Brood Mother.
Exactly. You can just come here.
We can literally come here if we don't want to deal with that boss.
Yeah, we can still get our boxes.
Yeah, we don't gain any vault from killing that boss.
What we do,
Well, we
because
do
we're
across
killing
multiple people. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah.
Also has some very good. The ring is like very big for some classes, I know.
You can
Yeah,
go
for
into
me.
Kaiveza and get the weak auras. Some of you may already have some of them, so you need the database function, which all of you should have. You need the Northern Sky externals is the key part. And then a lot of you probably already have it's the Relo external alert spell request weak aura. I'll explain it in a minute.
Raid plan looks chill. Okay.
Which it's the Northern Sky database and functions.
I mean, you should have that. Like, if somebody doesn't have that, they've been wrong for a while. You need the new part that nobody probably has is Northern Sky externals.
I assume I need to take lower CD sac for this fight.
Yes.
Is this different? What do I need this for?
So, essentially, every time you get a Queensbane dot, you must use a personal or a cooldown. If you do not have a cooldown for that, you will use these to request one of our externals.
Oh, so this is like the thing that I've been doing with the
Kind of. I mean, it
request.
has a prio list and stuff on it, so.
Oh.
Does it do it automatically, or do we need to like press the macro?
No, you will press a macro, which I'm linking now.
I don't need that then. I'm assuming.
It's different than the other microwave.
I think that one's different, yes.
If we're the person with lots of defensives and the external, do we need the macro?
Yes.
I mean, if you are positive you're never going to ever need to call for an external, then I guess not, but I am not sure that anyone should be that confident.
We click this to test.
You cannot test this.
Okay.
Now it's time for the Crawlodon arc.
You can take assist away from everybody, by the way.
Oh.
You need raisins back, or?
Damn, you took that away from me
We're
so
also
quickly.
swapping comp a little too.
I got out one last fart before they took it away.
Pip, you are healing.
What the fuck? How many healers do we have on this fight?
5.
From 3 to 5, you gotta love it.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Isn't it 5-3-5? Russian on.
Yeah.
Brood.
Though, I mean, at this point we could 4 heal
Yeah,
Brood,
probably
but
could.
still.
We could probably 4 heal Russian on and Brood, right?
Yeah, probably by now.
Oh. Still loot.
Bye, Ghost.
It's so weird that it happens to you more than it happens to me, but it will happen to me.
It happens to you
Yeah,
like
look
once a
how
week, and it happens
Yeah.
to me like twice a night.
Defender's March, I think it's called.
That's
The
the
boot
boot
camp?
chant.
For the
Yeah.
boots, yeah.
We can't mount in here, can we? You know,
Nope.
what, I'm just gonna summon myself and go buy one. Screw it.
Damn, Pip, only rank 2 on Brood Twister. What are you doing?
I did like rank 23rd, I think, ever. For like any class, so I think that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I was
I
dead
think
on the
rank 2
floor.
I thought Sean was the best class for that.
It was
Free
last
Warrior
week.
is very good.
Oh, okay.
It went from Fury to Shaman to Fury,
Shaman
and
for
there's like
1
some
week.
Frost DK in there.
And Holy's out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we suck.
Yeah.
I already said that.
No,
from
you.
The start of the tier. We
Oh,
said
that was like the worst boss we've ever done.
Yep, that
Well,
boss.
not ever.
That boss
Not
was
ever.
obviously quite bad, but we are going to completely forget about that boss.
Yep. Amen.
We're moved on.
Till
it's dead.
next week.
I'm just gonna beat the
We
shit out of this boss.
Like goldfish.
We had to replace 2 computers during that boss, alright?
Okay, does everybody have the weak auras?
Yes.
2.5.
This is, if you remember, this is the weak aura where no one can have anybody on ignore. So if you are ignoring anyone in the raid, you have to take them off ignore, and that is not a joke. You have to take them off ignore.
Oh, people are gonna start getting DMs from me so much more than they're expecting.
I don't even know how I check that, but I don't think I have anyone.
I assume that probably no one actually has people on ignore, but double check if you for some reason think you do.
What's in my ignore list?
Dude, Rice is
Well-
a full ignore list for sure.
Is one of you JKGFKJ number 1289?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Is one of you Asian freak?
So how this will basically work, you will have that macro, which you need to make sure you bind to something. So anytime you get the Queen's Bane dot, you are in danger on this fight. That is not the only time you're in danger, but in the main phase, anytime you get that, you must personal. You, I suppose, can, like, if you are like in hero or something and you're super tanky, you can potentially save and use like a health stone if you think you're like safe enough. But anytime you get Queen's Bane, you personal. If you are out of personals, you press that macro and it's going to assign one of our secs, Kelly's GS, one of the time dilations. I don't think it's going to do a renewing blaze, but we'll learn that pretty quickly. And I'm not sure what it's going to do with my spell ward yet, but we will see very quickly.
Ross,
So-
I'm assuming you need me playing balance on this, right?
Yes, you are playing balance.
What puts the dot on you? Is it just random, or
So-
is it when you have to go do a thing?
If you get the portal drop, you're going to get a Queen's Bane dot. And then if you get a charge, you're going to get a Queen's Bane dot. And then I believe if you get hit by a line, you're dead. They just one-shot you. I don't actually know if that applies to dot too. So basically, if you're doing one of the charge mechanics or a portal mechanic, you're going to get a Queen's Bane dot. When you use the personal is going to depend on your class. Like, I think generally the dot is considered the most dangerous part, but if for some reason the charge is going to be the most dangerous part for you, you could use your personal there. But like, you need to aggressively use your personals on this fight anytime you get mechanics.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this fight is super simple and very scripted. You can look at the first page of the raid plan. So the portals do not go on the marks. The portals do not go on the marks. They go on the phantoms. Slide 1. That is on these tips right here.
Secret dies with you. He done did it.
Okay, well my recoil worked at least.
So the tips
did-
of these
Well, at least
is
my
where
week
your
didn't
portals
work.
go. So we get 5 every time on Mythic. So it's going to be 5 on these tips. So 1 is blank. The blank space is where the tank one goes, Laura.
The blank space where the tank one goes?
Yes. So it does not really matter which point you put your portal on. It just needs to be 5 on these points here. Is everybody clear about where those go? It is not going to assign a color, no.
Yeah, it is slightly to the left of the marker.
Yes, you are not putting it on the marker. Those are for something else. You're putting them on the tips. So, I guess the next thing to cover is how Queen's Bane, like when you're shooting out orbs, there is kind of a general strategy to play. And so that is, especially on the first, so basically we're going to drop portals, and then those people that drop portals, you're going to go stand on this spot right here, whichever side you are on. So if you dropped like here, then you'd run out to here, and you'd stand right on this tip. And you can see there's this shape on the floor all around, and this is the spot you want to go. And then what will happen is you will get sucked between the portals into the center of the room, and you will shoot out orbs so that none of them go into the play space in the middle of the room. Everybody is stacked in the middle of the room during this main phase. So if you want to go around the room and look, there's one of these little points on each section of the room, and that is your spot.
Go clockwise from where you drop to get to your safe spot.
We can make that a general rule, sure.
Just feel like it'd be one or the other so we don't double up.
So it also does not really matter if you double up. Okay. So if you double up, all you do is basically one person goes there, and the next person goes directly behind them. And then neither of them are going to hit each other, and then you'll be sucked directly back into the middle of the room. So you don't want to try to do that, but if you do it, there is zero reason to panic. You just go directly behind each other, and you're both safe.
Wait, doesn't one of the orb shoot out of your butt?
You'll see pretty, like, the pattern is super easy, and you'll see, like, exactly how it works after one pull of getting it, I can guarantee.
I think it's like a different pattern on Mythic.
I believe so, yeah. Okay, is everybody clear on all of that?
Yes.
Okay, so now actually playing like the charge mechanic of the fight. So the Mythic mechanic is she's going to have a mask. It's going to be 3, then 4, then 5. And we need to clear those masks before the intermission phase. So what that means is that when you get a charge, if you are, for instance, the square, so the first thing you do, you look which ad you're connected to. So that is the red line connected to one of the portal ads. So if you're connected to this,
I do not
God
leave
damn it.
witnesses.
You should probably mind suit the boss.
I can do that, yeah.
So we'll just do this star one then. So if you're connected to this ad right here, all you do is you count clockwise 2 markers. So you'd go 1 circle, 2 diamond, and you go stand exactly on this marker. So again, you identify which ad you're connected to. It's with the red line to it. And you say, oh, I'm at this one. I'm connected with this one here. You're going to count 2 clockwise marks, 1 diamond, 2 triangle, and you're going to go stand exactly on this mark. Is everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Wara, you and I have the important job here of there's going to be, in the first phase, 2 of the phantoms are going to have a red outline. We will have to double check and make sure. There's apparently some weird like graphic setting stuff that can fuck with you being able to actually see which ones are red outlined. But we basically identify which one in phase 1, which ones are marked, and we want one of them to hit the boss on this first set. In the second phase,
hit the boss with the first.
So basically, let's say that this one right there is a red masked phantom.
Yeah.
So we need, and let's just say, for argument's sake, that this one is not. So we want this ad to hit the boss. So we know that a line is going to go from here to here. So we would need to move the boss to here.
Okay.
And it'll charge through. So we basically have to identify which mask is red. And in the first phase, we want to make sure one charge goes through. And so it'll be basically be moving the boss to one of these spots around the room, depending on which one is marked red. In second phase, we'll have to make sure 2 hit on the first one. And in last phase, we'll have to make sure 2 hit on the first one. But we'll deal with that later. And then just so we have the whole first phase mapped out, obviously this will need lots of pulls to figure out. So that is the first set of charges. The second set of charges, we play completely different. So the second set of charges, which is slide 4, you identify which one you're connected to. And then let's say you are connected to this one over by square. You go directly across the room behind the other phantom. So if you're connected to this one over by square, you go behind this one over by diamond. So all of them will end up shooting through the middle of the room where the boss is, and will clear her other 2 masks, and then nobody that's connected to a phantom will hit anyone else. So this all sounds like maybe a little complicated, but it actually has to be quite precise. Like, but once you learn this, every single part of the fight, except the intermissions, is like very scripted and samey.
Wouldn't you be more over here if you're aiming blue?
Nope, it's going literally directly through where boss is standing right now every time.
That's gonna go like over here.
Nope.
The
because
ads
phantoms,
don't charge to
the phantoms are here.
No.
And the way, so trust me, the way this will work when we do it correctly is this ad will charge through this marker to this spot.
Oh, okay.
And so the room will stay symmetrical the entire fight. If you are not precise and you don't stand on this, and you're standing like over here, then yes, we will have fucked it up, and we will have to adjust. But we will essentially not kill the boss until we learn the precise spots. Okay, so any questions before we pull? I'm guessing people are quite confused, but does anybody just have like fundamental like issues with what's going on?
5's intermission.
Slide 5. I know, but like why are there big gaps in between like triangle and star?
Because basically there's more pie slices active at a time in intermission, and so you are essentially playing on your assigned line the entire time.
Okay.
You're just like stepping back and forth.
Yes, so like in intermission, if this just was hit with a whatever active pie slice, so that is what is about to pop. You're over here if this is your line, and then as soon as that pops, you go and you play in here, and you're just rotating back and forth. There are many more lines, regicides or whatever it's called, active at a time, so it's very important we space well. But I am assuming we're not going to see that on the first couple pulls, so.
Does the like class icons in the 5th slide actually match up? Because it seems to match up perfectly.
It matches up. There's, I mean, we can go over this now too if you want. Basically, if you're like a solo person, so like Turtrick, you're the only hunter, so that is where you should actually be. But if you're, for instance, a rogue, I don't care which one of you is where. So if you're a double, then between the 2 of you decide which spot you want to be in, but otherwise it should be pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, so say the bottom rogue is like in the middle of one of the hexagon slices, right? So how does that work? Because aren't you...
So you're... It basically...
Like when you're far from the slice edge.
We will have so many melee, and we can't really avoid that like someone has to play there. So you're more or less playing on... you can choose either the like shaman line up above you if you're the bottom rogue, or the warlock line down below you. It doesn't really matter because both of those have 4, but you should be playing on one of those lines. It's more like you have a little more flexibility with that person's positioning.
Okay. I don't get it, but I'm sure it'll make sense when I get there.
Maybe.
Any other questions? Ideally, first phase stuff.
Seems easy.
Okay.
You starting with boss, or?
It doesn't really matter. I can start with boss, yeah.
All right. Oh, let me get rid of my...
Nice. Pop quiz. What do you do when you have Queensbane dot? Where do you go?
Die.
Use a
Yell,
Oh
I'm
wait,
gonna
where
die
do you
in
go?
Discord.
Like first wave, you go to one of the points, and you hit a button to not die. If you don't have a button to not die, hit your macro to not die.
Oh, so the initial portal drop, those people that have orbs, like you 100% can go to these points that have been pinging around the room every single time. Like that is guaranteed. Some of the later ones, since they overlap with the daggers, you will have to be a little more flexible. And basically, if you stay between these points of any slice of the room, then if everybody else is positioned correctly in the center and dodging in towards the center of the room instead of out towards the edge, you should be safe shooting your orbs. Like if there is a dagger here during some of the later orb shootouts and you're like only able to get to here, then that is good enough basically for shooting your orbs out.
Right, so what if like, wait, you said something like for the orbs, like what if some guy gets here? I know you just probably said, can I be like, you said behind them?
Yeah, you want to be basically, if somebody already is over here on this and they're there, like that's their spot, they've claimed it, don't try to force them out. You just go directly behind them a couple steps.
Okay.
And then you'd be safe.
You're still fine if you go like a ton of steps. Like I just do that.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Okay.
That's also fine. Keep in mind though, like you will have a hefty dot on you, and the farther out you go, the less healing you're gonna get. I think that is everything for now.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Jump 3 times.
My secret dies with you.
Go to the tips.
Oh my
and
God.
Laura, you're gonna be there.
Here I go.
I just crashed.
So did we get one on marker?
We got them on the marker.
Oh, we don't want it on the marker, right?
No, we do not want it on the marker. I'm trying to...
No, we were fine. It looked fine.
What is
I
dark
meant
mist
on
around?
Those are the orbs.
How did that hit me?
Somebody, I think, came in early. I'm gonna look at the clip. So if you get that first set, so if you get that first portal placement, you do not come back in. Like, you will not move your character. You're basically going to get sucked into the middle of the room when it's time.
Oh, the person who that happened was Maris DC'd and he had the thing, so it just fired from where he was standing.
So we drop it, like, let's say right here.
Wait, tab back in.
Okay.
And then you would go here.
Then I go.
So if we want a like,
Here, that's
if we
okay.
want a scripted way, then yes, you go one clockwise.
Yeah. Okay.
So this time.
Got it. And then it fires. We get drawn in. Got it. Okay.
I thought they added more dashers throughout the fight. Is it always just 5 the whole time?
It's 5 every time. What they add is the number of masks that you have to clear each phase.
That was the heroic mechanic, was adding a dude each phase.
Oh, they just don't do that in this. They just, okay.
They start you at the max.
So we also, so it's important. So it looks like Marius had his in the wrong spot, and Kelly, yours might have been a tiny bit too far back. So Marius, you went to like here. You want to be up here on this point.
I do not leave witnesses.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was kind of a cluster. I used movement to get to one side, and 3 people blinked on top of me, and I had to. I almost missed it completely.
Well, the initial one gets you a color, right? Like a mark?
Nope.
No.
Nope. It
Do we
was
just YOLO it?
It's full
Yes.
YOLO. So.
Okay.
Spread out.
Yeah, because we all started here. I think that
We
one
all
was a little
started
bit
on the same
dicey.
spot,
Yeah, so then
and-
we all went for the same one. And
I mean.
What is everyone saying?
Oh wait. I think
1
I
and
have
9,
something about that.
4 and 9.
3 and
oh
9.
yeah, what is that?
And 1 and 7, 1 and 5, 3, 1 and 3, 2, 1 and
Oh,
2.
that is
It's
not
the numbers
really
off.
something. So you technically shoot out orbs at slightly different times.
Good.
So I believe those are identifying like that. I'm not sure exactly how it's identifying that yet, but I think that is what that is doing. So like the 5 people that get the, the portal drop initially. You're going to shoot out orbs at very minorly 5 different times. Looks pretty good on that first placement, aside from the Marius one. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick one and anchor to it and make somebody else move.
You also have it's actually a pretty forgiving amount of time to place that portal. So just go claim a spot, and even if somebody doubles up to you, as long as they are looking immediately, they should have time to get to another one. We can also use speed basically every time.
Oh wait,
Is
I
there
DC'd
passive?
if I don't have the external thing.
Is there just passive damage in this fight?
There is passive damage, yeah.
Okay. What's it called?
It's a dot. What is it called?
The nether rifts when they're up just tick.
Oh.
Is that only when
That's
they're
only.
sucking?
Yeah, that might be only when they're sucking.
There, I think, is something else, but I would have to look through all this to find it. Did Rice DC?
Looks like it.
No. I reload, so my max.
Oh, there. Okay, it's the ghosts pulsar damage.
Phantoms when they're up.
Yeah, stalking shadows.
That's the reload.
So there's 5 of them up. It ticks for 150k per. It sounds like.
There's something to keep in mind when people are doing the calculations for when to heal themselves or the defensive. If you go below 10% health, you just fucking die.
Yes, that is why you are super aggressive with defensives.
Well, it's
it's a 10 million hit. You're
10 million hit, but a second after you go to 10. So if you hit an immunity or a big enough defensive, you can live.
Yeah, but she tries to nothing personnel you.
Yeah.
You can potentially, but you should never count on being able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Five.
Jump 3
4,
times.
3, 2, 1. My secret dies
Square one. Yep. Okay, going out to your spots.
We haven't seen the red thing yet. Oh no!
Why did that blow up so late?
It was very late. There are apparently decent bugs with this boss. I'm not sure if that's one of them. So you can see the red mask bar. Just
Yeah, I
pick
see it. I
one
see
of
it. I
them.
see it. Wait.
So it'll be me that does this one. So.
Oh, I saw it. It was towards raisins.
Yeah.
Those dashes were mostly wrong.
Yeah, I think all those dashes.
But wait, there's two.
There's
There's
3.
two red masks.
There's
red.
3 initially. So, so basically, if you don't know, so if you clear 3 at one time at any point in the fight, she's going to get a permanent damage amp for the rest of the fight. And so essentially, we're playing it so that the only time that happens is unavoidable at the very last charge of the 3rd phase. Every other time, we're trying to do 1 and then 2, and then the next phase it'll be 2 and then 2, and then it'll be 2 and then 3.
Does she only do 2 charges per phase?
She does 2 per phase, yep. One is the angled one, the 2 clockwise marks, and the other is the straight through the middle of the room.
Also, I think a lot of people did not realize they had the charge there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that I think that happens a lot faster than on Heroic.
People were
Let's see, though.
Still.
Yeah, so basically as soon as that suck from the first portal thing ends, the dashes are about to cast. And so that's when Wara, you and I are looking for where we're going to move the boss. And then that's when all 5 of those people have to be identifying which ad they're connected to. So like it happens very fast. And obviously, I don't think anybody did it correctly, but that's fine. Yeah, it looks like people are kind of going 1 mark to the side. So remember, it's 2 clockwise from whichever one you're connected to.
So if I'm
We have
square,
speed for
so
each
if my
dash.
dude,
So it's actually going to be a little tricky with speed, just thinking about this, because we're only running 3 speed right now. We will... I think speed on the first portals is useless, so yeah, let's just, as soon as the suck happens, we'll start using courier speed, just right in the middle of the room, and then that should cover people getting out for dashes.
so if my dude that's that square, like I'm going to circle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Do you want me to take 1 minute speed?
Yes, if we stick with this comp, I think we're going to need that.
Okay. Goodbye, Nature's Vigil.
Okay, let's do it.
Five.
Collect
four,
or stand in
3,
circle.
2, 1.
And you're also on the tip. You don't need to go too far out, so there's fine. Actually, you're even too far out.
Oh, am I? Okay.
It drops kind of behind.
Okay.
And speeds down. Look where you're connected to. So let's go over to Tower. So boss wouldn't have needed to be here, basically, at that point.
Boss would have had to be on
so
Pride.
it already has to be there.
Yeah, oh, but I thought that was your... I didn't...
No, so you still will have boss because I still have my dot at that point. So it's
One
actually
big
going
thing.
before.
Anytime you
Okay,
get
my
targeted
bad.
with the lines, you don't come back in.
I saw it, I didn't...
but...
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can come back in, and, like, if you're a fast class, you can come back in, hit the boss a little bit, and walk out. Like me having the Queensbane dot doesn't matter until the balls go off, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, technically.
Like, I mean, like I was here, I baited my dash, and then I walked in, hit the boss for like 5 globals, and then I still had time to walk out here and place my
I wasn't actually looking, but I'm assuming what you said makes sense. I was watching the VOD.
I just don't know if there's another reason why I shouldn't be doing that. That's what I mean.
No,
It
no.
doesn't do anything besides the orbs. Like, you're fine.
Okay,
But if
so
you were
as long
a
as I get
slow
out there in
class,
time.
Yeah, as long as you're out there.
If you're a slow class and go to the middle and then can't get back out,
yeah,
we gonna die.
Yeah, so you will be moving that boss, there were.
Okay, okay.
And again, it doesn't, like, we can try to be consistent in our movement, but like it's not going to be possible every time. And so it doesn't really matter which of the 3 masks like we're taking off first. We just want to make sure it's just one of them.
Where?
If we get hit,
You're
if
placing the
it's
first
if it's
one?
2, it's honestly fine too. But we just want to make sure it's never 3.
How far out do we want to place the first set? Because like it seems like some people have them like all the way in here, and some people have them like all the way out here.
That was the other thing I was checking. Wait, the first set of portals?
Like the very first set of portals, yeah. Like
The
some of them are
first portal,
up here
you should be
and some are here.
standing on this sharp little point.
I do not leave witnesses.
Wait, somebody pinged the back one. That's the front point, right?
Sorry, yeah,
The front one,
it is
yeah.
the front little point. So if you like, everybody can go look at this like marking on the ground. It's that little point, the tip of the spear, if you will.
Right, so then, in aiming this at purple, won't that put it like way out further then on the next one, which is what the idea is?
But they're aiming green.
No. So if you, I mean, my marks might also
then.
be slightly off, and that's something I'm going to have to adjust. But it will basically go a couple yards through the mark. God damn it. It will basically go a couple yards through the mark onto the tip behind it.
Okay, well, like...
And so some of the marks are obviously, like, probably not perfect, but...
Like, if this is the tip I should be standing on, a direct line through purple does not go to that tip.
I mean, let me double check, but... It's going to be... pretty close, but yeah, let me double check, I can move them.
Oh, boss.
Secret dies with you.
I'm trying to get the Might and Tooth first.
I just don't know if the positioning is not that tight, then maybe it doesn't really matter. But it seems like it does have to be pretty exact. We're kind of dashing by a bunch of other people also, and if it's not exact, we're just gonna double hit somebody and kill them every time.
Trying to aim it through purple, you would just stand on the tip of this arrow design that's on the ground, like underneath purple, and all the marks.
Well, yeah, I know. I understand
saying.
that.
As long as the marks are moved a little bit, it's like they're pretty much in the right spot.
It's so hard to judge for marker positions.
Yeah, like I mean, but if it's too far back here, and I'm like standing here for the first one, and the next person stands on purple, whoever's on orange could just get hit by like this line, right?
I'm not actually in. I'm looking at stuff to figure out the marks.
Okay. It does feel like it does need to be pretty exact, otherwise you're gonna hit somebody every time. Why can't we just...
I mean, I think these marks are about as close as I mean, let me double check, actually.
Why can't we just shoot the... like, do the second charge both times? Like, why can't we just shoot the boss that adds through the middle of the room every time?
Because if we shoot them... So basically, if we shoot them through the middle of the room on this very first charge, then the boss is going to have a damage amp for the entire fight. And then the next phase, it's going to get another damage amp on the first set of charges. And then the next phase, it's going to get another damage amp. All of those are avoidable.
I know, but like, if, like, let's say the portals are like everywhere but green, right? Then you guys would just move the boss towards green, and because there's only one dash going through there, then like the boss wouldn't be in the middle, you'd keep him towards like that side.
So I don't think I'm clear on what you're saying.
Okay, so the first dash, we only want the boss to get hit by one dash, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be 5 portals. It'll be like bam, 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 and then
only
there.
3 are going to have masks, and you don't know. It's not guaranteed.
Oh, so not every
one will have a mask.
So there's, yes, they have 3 of them in the first phase randomly have a mask.
Okay, so they don't all have one. Okay.
And I think probably more importantly, well, never mind. I mean, that is why, though. You're doing this to avoid the damage amp, and I think this is the simplest way to do it, to never clear 3 at a time.
Are the masks on the boss or on the ads?
They're on the phantoms.
Okay.
If you're not seeing them, it's a graphical setting. It only really matters for me and Wara, but they basically have a red outline to them if they're masked.
Okay. So I mean, in theory, there is a way to do it the way I'm thinking, but it's a lot more load on you and Wara, so I don't know if it's actually useful.
I'll say it.
I also think if you're not doing... So one of the big benefits of doing this is your positioning is such that your portals and your sucks are going to be essentially the same every single time. So you're going to get sucked basically perfectly in the center every single time. If you're trying to like aim slightly to the side of things to avoid hitting the boss, then your portals are going to get out of position and you're going to have to play like the random sucks, essentially, that you play in Heroic. Which I guess you could do, but that's not what people do.
I mean, like my idea was just shoot the ads through the middle every single time. You and Warrior can see, like, you guys know where the red masks are, so like let's say like this horizontal, let's say there's 2 red ones there. If you just cheat to one side, you'll break 2, right? You won't break all 3. Or like let's say they're all on different horizontals. You can just pick one to go cheat towards. You'll break one, and then the next set will just send them all through, and it'll break the rest.
But I mean, you still have that issue. So if you're saying, oh, you don't want this one to hit, so you're going to go over here, then you've now placed a portal there. And so like every time you're moving your portals.
No, because I mean, we do the same thing every single time is what I'm saying. You guys like are just like, we're going to shoot the ads through the boss every single time. So like I'll just shoot from star to triangle. But you guys will see, oh, the red mask is on orange, moon, and square. So you don't want to get by all 3, but like if you cheat towards here, you only get hit by the one on square, right? Because orange and moon are not going to go on that horizontal. Or
I mean, I guess you could do that in the first phase. That seems like it would be very hard to do on ones where there's 4. No mask.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like Echo and Liquid both did this slightly different, but the like bones of this were both this strategy. Like both of their strategies involved this
actually
like basically 2-phased like positioning.
I know the way I have it in my mind works, it's just I cannot explain it properly. Unless there's something I don't understand about this boss.
I had to draw a paint after raid.
Yeah, I'll do it after raid. It's not
when you cannot communicate paint truly the one way.
Well, it's just like me saying like ping this red, green, orange, purple dash.
Yeah,
like it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like,
just make a full raid plan.
I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I will make a raid plan. I don't know.
In paint.
I mean, I am happy to look at it and consider it. I am quite doubtful, though, that it is a superior strategy.
I must be missing something then, because my understanding of this boss, it's definitely better.
Like, if you could just shoot it through the center every time, I guarantee they would do it.
Yeah, I'm almost certainly missing something then.
Huh? Move the marks a tiny bit, but they seemed pretty close to begin with.
Jump 3 times.
3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Stay out with the orbs.
I'll stay here and see where it puts it.
Yeah, that's what you want right there. And then full speed. And get ready to do boss from this.
Yep, I'm gonna watch in this second.
They're already out.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
So remember, we're going on this point here before we went.
We go clockwise with those.
And then we're back in the middle of the ring. You're dodging in towards the middle.
So, okay.
I did the two.
And then we
Yeah.
replace it. Okay.
So
So
you went the right number of spaces, just the wrong way.
So the thing is, we're not able to get all the red ones, right? Like we need one of them to go to the boss because we can't get all of them to go to the boss, right?
yeah, we can do 1 or 2 technically on this first one.
Okay, so that's why. So I went there because I wanted to go on top of one of the red ones because we had another red one right here. So I assumed if I was on top of that one, wouldn't it get hit by both?
Hold on, I'm just looking at the VOD.
Because here was the one that I was going to, like right here. So, and there was a red one right there. Wait. So there's red here, red there. I assume that if I stack it on top of this red, it'll like both of them will hit.
So it was this one, that one, and that one.
Yeah.
That were masked. So.
Did I move here instead of there?
You moved. You moved over to just like moon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that.
You moved over to the moon mark. It looks like, but you actually don't want to move to the moon mark. You want to move to here if you're trying to get hit by that purple one.
But
by that one.
My question is, because there's one here, right? There was one on top of me. If I came here, wouldn't the purple one also hit this, or no? Because aren't we getting 2? Like if I put the boss on top of this one and moon, then it will get hit by the one at moon that's red. And wouldn't the triangle one be aimed towards moon, or is the triangle one aimed towards green?
So triangle one.
If
boss is
purple.
like here, triangle one could also go through. Yes.
But the triangle one isn't red.
It doesn't matter though. If they're not red, we don't care if they go through the boss.
But
we only care about the red ones going through.
Yeah. Okay. So help me understand this then. So purple is aimed at green, correct?
No, purple is aimed at moon.
Purple is aimed at moon.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then, why wouldn't I sack the boss on top of moon if purple is red and moon is red? Because then moon hits the boss, a red line hits the boss.
There's no benefit to doing that. Is the thing.
Oh, so there's no benefit to getting 2 hitting the boss. You just need 1 to hit.
We just want to make sure. So there's 3 of them to start with, right?
Yes.
So all we want to do is we want to make sure that we clear at least 1 on this first thing, so that when we bring it to the middle for the next one, we're not gonna pop 3. If there's 2 or 1 left on at that point, we don't care.
Okay, so then my only other thing would be, what is the downside to me stacking it on top of stacking the boss on top of a red one rather than?
Because then, let me double check. But
while you're double checking, whoever had star there missed. Do they know that? The last one.
Maybe the person who went the wrong way, or?
I think they went to the right one. They just stood in the wrong spot. They stood here for the dash.
That was me.
Or like here.
Okay, because I know 2 people died because I think Illy doubled up, but I didn't see if someone went to the wrong marker as well.
I think they went to the right marker. I just think they stood in the wrong spot. I think they stood right here.
Oh, the
but you should be standing on your marker.
I was triangle. No, I went to square. Whoever was on
This is
there.
a fight we're gonna kill once everyone sees this, both this and the next phase, right?
Yeah, luckily it's the same dance in later phases. It just hurts harder with more damage amp stacks. But so just everyone kind of learn this dance, wipe to it a bunch of times. But once we all see it, it'll become muscle memory.
I haven't got a mechanic yet.
It seems to prefer ranged.
So like, I think you probably can go stand here and do that, Wara. I think in the later phases that is trickier because more of them have mask, and so like I think that is probably a bad habit to get into.
Okay, I mean, if there's that's fine. So, okay, so yeah,
So just basically, when you identify, whichever one of us has it, when you identify, let's say it's the diamond one that we want to shoot through, you just go to this little diamond marker, and basically have the boss here.
Yeah, and if it's one, let's say it's at blue, then I would go, like, I mean, I'm sorry, if it's at green, I'll go here. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. And then it sounds like you guys already started talking about people that missed. Is that correct?
Yeah, we got one of them sorted.
I don't know who it was, but someone.
It was me. It was me.
Oh, okay.
I see the error in my ways.
All good. I just saw the dash and I was like, that didn't look right.
Okay, yeah, everyone's gonna need to like see the pattern on each of the first 3 a couple times, but then yeah, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very hard to tell in VOD, but it looks like everybody except for, I guess, Ryzen's was good though. I think.
No, Illy absolutely messed it up, but we already know that
I
one.
was theoretically good, but
He was
You
good
did it
in
with
the wrong
gusto. Like,
direction.
yeah, you ran through a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like you did it, and you did it in the right number of places at least.
And then, yeah, the easy way to tell is because 3 of the portals, the next portals, are on the right spot and 2 of them are on the wrong one. And then also, we will have to be ready to drop that tank portal too, or I guess I will in that case, but on the empty
Tim
spot,
died to
so we have to
server
look at the
lag
charges.
Also.
What about Kuvestis?
I thought Tim,
Stu
did you
will
die to
be
like
able to
weird
break and we
lag?
can cover some of this.
Not that I'm aware of. I think I just died from the suck.
Well, you got hit by an orb, but
you got hit by an orb.
You also had the thing, so you got like sucked in and got hit by an orb. It was very weird on my screen.
Oh.
Well, the orbs
then,
and the suck
then
are all
maybe I
desynced,
didn't.
so it's like weird.
I mean, I was definitely on my spot, so there's.
Did you press anything?
I pushed bear, sir.
Oh, he's not gonna get threat on this boss, so that's fine.
I mean, I feel like you should just shove the mark.
Yeah, that
so
fucking trucks.
one other thing, Laura.
I'm testing
so
things.
when we're doing this correctly, so everybody's charges are going 2 marks clockwise, right? So if our first empty spot, so say our first tank portal goes by moon, that means the next empty spot, if everybody else does it correctly, is going to be over here, and that's going to be like where I drop it next. And so we always have to keep that positioning in mind so that we can drop our tank portal in the empty spot.
Okay.
So basically, wherever our empty spot is initially, once we're doing this correctly, it's going to be 2 spots clockwise that we're dropping the next one. So then if we dropped it on star, well, it doesn't matter for the next one.
Yeah.
Because they're going straight through.
That makes sense.
And you're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
This will be the last one, and then we'll do break.
5, 4,
Collect
3,
or stand in circle.
2, 1.
Don't sit my bad.
What the fuck?
Got break wall.
I just said my bad.
Marked for death.
Oh, what the fuck?
So I got pulled in before mine just.
Oh, I found back. I noticed it, so I'm gonna go right here.
Yeah, I think it just be like that sometimes.
What am I supposed to do?
Ow!
Well,
Ow!
I
Ow!
stepped.
Ow!
I stayed on the box.
Am I supposed to get 4? Yeah, it hurts a lot.
I guess we like
I didn't have
perfectly
anything
middle.
running, but-
No, just let yourself get sucked in the middle.
Well, I mean, like look where Marius is.
I mean, I'll watch them all. We have more stuff to look at, but we can do break now.
Like if you're not perfectly in the middle, I think you'll die. Is what it is.
There is basically going to be like a cordoned off, I can't ping enough to make the shape, but there's basically going to be a cordoned off area in this middle hexagon that is safe.
It's like I mean, I was dead here and Marius was dead there, so those are both too far out.
Many wares.
Let's do breakdown.
Is it possible we have to do the like instance reset thing?
Beware of Yeti.
Some people talking about that again.
Maybe, I don't know.
They did put on a post that they feel like they've reduced the desyncing. Like when we started.
That looked ridiculous on my screen. I was like, everyone's in the middle. Someone got moved a little bit to the side, and they got clipped by an orb. It's like, if that's.
I'm not saying I'm just saying they put out a post. They didn't say it's fixed. There should not be a problem anymore. It said they're aware and doing stuff.
Oh, I see what it was. Kelly was not far enough out.
Yep. Alright. Easy fix.
Yeah, like I mean, I can just wait to go over it. But yeah, this is not a, like, arbitrary spot, that ping. Kelly was standing, like, here, basically.
Wait, sorry, where should I be?
So you would need to be here, at least here.
Oh,
I guess.
okay,
You could
okay.
technically be a
go
little bit farther.
here. Like there is probably fine.
But
even.
yeah, you were like here-ish, and that will not, basically, you can see how it happens. It suck, and then like half-ish second later, then you shoot the orbs. And so if you get sucked, if you're too far up, you're going to get sucked too close, and then you're going to be shooting your orbs, like while you're in the group, basically.
That makes sense.
I'm actually going to go on breakdown.
So none of these positioning things are, general guidelines. Try and do them.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
these
then
aren't
we
like
die.
suggested positions. These are like get in position or we're fucked.
I refuse.
Okay, so after we, let's say where'd the boss go? It's gone. Okay, so we're here. Let's say my line is coming across, and I move 2 over, to like diamond. Then what do I do? Because I'm gonna shoot orbs again. I still go back to the thing
I
back
think,
here.
Yeah, we could say
Do
like.
do I go in my quadrant for this one, or do I still go counterclockwise one, or clockwise one, or whatever?
We haven't set up a rule for that one yet because we haven't gotten there cleanly as many times.
Okay.
But that one might be easier to just stay in your quadrant since you're closer to one already as opposed to in the middle. We can discuss it when people get back.
Yeah, nice to not be looking at Brood Twister.
Right?
It's nice fighting a boss where your FPS doesn't just go to shit no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's nice not dreading pulling the boss because all of a sudden my game might crash. It's just because of the FPS, or not game crash, just the FPS would be so bad.
It's so bad. I mean, there were times where I'm just.
I mean, it's noticeably
I'm at
better
3
for me
frames.
this week, but.
It's not even the frames. Like I was getting spell lag too. Like you could just hit like I-beam and it would just be slow. Fell rush, it would just be slow.
My frame rate's fine, but when the ads spawn, my global's like a second slower.
Yeah.
So I have to like alternate my buttons and just assume they'll go off. It's really dumb.
I have spell queuing issues when all the parasites are out, and it makes me eat shit. Like, not die, just like, I'm in cooldowns and I'm getting...
It makes me want to die.
Yeah, I'm getting so many fewer globals out during my cooldowns than I should be.
I think it's just nice playing a boss where you don't have to worry about, using your defensive and taking aggro.
Not yet.
So far, yeah.
If this boss pulls on my bear shift, I swear.
I'm waiting for you to get devoured by spiders on Queen at this rate.
Yep. Halloween's so nice. You just have candy around. Streaming egg, sad face.
It's an issue that
Oh,
could
true,
cause
not anymore.
teleports to send you to the wrong destination. Nice. And it looks like our shamans just got nerfed.
Oh, both of them?
Mm-hmm. Elemental fixed an issue causing ascendants to sometimes fire multiple lava burst overloads at a single target. Enhancement resolved an issue causing Storm Blast to deal more damage than intended.
Maybe that's how that enhance one phase the first boss of Miss in a 17.
Yeah, I saw that. It was ridiculous.
What was it? Storm Blast. Oh, it's very high. 15 million. That doesn't seem correct.
Fine, we'll fix it before release.
Storm Blast is supposed to be 25% additional damage on Storm Strike, but it hit for 15 million. That seems good.
Well, not anymore.
Okay, see if everybody's back.
Oh, potential fix that disconnects.
Yeah, well, it said address some issues that could lead to player disconnects or lag.
And I also, I mean,
It didn't say all.
Yeah, I mean, I also did say possible, because I know Blizzard.
Okay, I made my raid plan, and it's probably something wrong. Actually, no, hold on, I fucked it up. Don't look at this.
I'm looking.
I'll look it
Too
up.
late, I've seen every.
I'm peeking real good.
Actually, no, it was correct.
The window lookers see your plan.
So where is it?
I put it in the Kaiveza channel.
Did you just add on to the end? Is that what happened?
No, I mean, I changed slide 3 and 4, and then I also added slide 6 and 7.
Yeah, that's wrong. You're stupid.
I know, I just don't know why.
I had a problem with. Hold on, let me-
So
I'm confused what slide 3 means. Why are you
so
moving
it's-
boss to...
So you only get hit by 1 instead of all 3 of the masks.
but this
Which
is
one has a
predicated
mask?
on the mask being on circle.
Okay, then move the mask somewhere else. Like, move the mask so it's now on a different line, and now you just go to whichever one is 1. Like, there will always be a set where, in the first set, one mask, or one, like, phantom is not getting charged back by another one with a mask. Where it's just one line, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no scenario
The
where
problem
it's
is
not.
that there isn't time to then move the boss before it drops its portal.
Well, you have to do this anyways. Like, they're standing in a spot to get clipped regardless. And then they have time to move the portal. Is that not right?
I mean, no offense meant, but this does not make it any clearer for me. So I'm not even sure what you're saying.
So like
if it was marked with them like being masked or something, I guess I would understand it more. But
Aren't the blue lines?
Well, the blue lines are the masked ones. Yeah, that's the point.
I mean, blue lines on mine were not masked ones, just so we're clear.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what my interpretation was, and that's when I made it.
No, blue lines on mine were just so that you could see if a person was at diamond and the other was over at square or whatever, that they were two separate charges, so that it was easier to visually identify.
Well, that was my, like, I just made it so, like, the blue lines are the masked ones, was why I made it this way.
I mean, I have no idea. I have not thought about this, but, like, we know the strat that we're, like, learning now works and is relatively easy.
Okay.
Like, this is what everyone is doing. So if everybody wants to figure this out, it's going to be us, like, figuring it out. And at some point, if it just doesn't work, then the, like, work will be wasted. But we know this one works.
Yeah, we're trying to change a strat that works after seeing it 4 times. Like, I just
Well,
think
I
we
mean,
just have to pull the boss and...
My strat has so much less precision. Like, this has very tight positioning on, like, you have to stand perfectly here or you're going to clip people in the wrong spot. That's the only idea.
I am fairly confident, and I can't give you the reason why, but I'm fairly confident that's wrong.
Okay.
If Wara... Are you back, Wara? There's a couple things.
Yeah, I'm here.
With you first. So a thing we should already start thinking about when we're positioning boss for this first set of charges, just because this will be like an optimization kind of for later on. But let's say square is our tank portal. So there is our first tank spot. So we know circle is going to be our next one. So what we want to start thinking about is if we're going to have to drop our second tank thing here, we generally want the boss to be somewhere around here so that we don't have to move very much, right? So like that is what you should be thinking about, not just, oh, like I want to go to this so I can do a double. Like you want to go as close to where our next tank drop spot is that we also get hit by a red mask. One of them.
I will keep... Okay.
And then at the very end, we do have a last set of tank things, but it should be easy. So if it starts at this one, and then it goes over here on the second one, then our last tank placement should just be directly across on Moon. So like that is kind of our pattern every time. And you can, and we should plan, like we should start planning, since our job shouldn't be that hard. We should start planning that min-maxing, being as close to that second pull drop as possible.
Okay.
And then, let's see, so for everyone, so the reason why, so basically, let me pull boss out.
I do not leave witnesses.
Kind of a general idea of the safe play space when we're doing this correctly is like this. So anything inside of here should be safe when we're playing these optimally. So if you're outside that, and this is especially true on the very first set of portals in each phase, that set of orbs, if you're outside of that, you are in danger and in the wrong spot. If you're inside it and you're getting hit, we have probably done something wrong positionally. To achieve that, these spots that I've been pinging, these tips of this diamond on each section, that is not like a random ping. So you need to be at least here on this tip or a little farther from the center in order to have the suck not pull you too far in when you're about to shoot your orbs. So like Kelly was the one that did it on the last pull. She was kind of about here, which is too close. She got pulled in. She was about here when she shot out her orbs, which is obviously kind of bad. This is harder to do on the later orbs, but remember we said if you're basically in between these points, so you can see these little lines, if you're in between here and then back behind this spot, then you should be good, or everybody in the center rather should be safe, and you're not going to kill us with your orbs. And again, there's going to be daggers going on, so I can't say every time you need to be 100% there, but like you need to be somewhere in this general range. And if there was something else, I already forgot it, so.
You're about to tell us how great of a job we were doing, actually.
This is about like I expected so far.
Five.
Collect or stand in circle.
3, 2, 1.
Square first one. And then circle is our next one, so we want to kind of think about that for next charge. Okay, that is how it should play. Speeds down, get ready for your dashes.
Oh, I did the wrong one. Sorry.
And then I'll go over that circle.
Damn, I single-handedly
I'm
wiped
guessing that
us.
one right there was probably yours. Because it looks like
Yeah,
And that was the kill
I
full
got-
tip.
I got the order mixed up. I did the straight through the middle instead of
Yep,
two
that's fine.
to the side.
That will eventually be my call, is basically the what's clearest, like the angled and the straight through. I can call it whatever you guys want that makes it clear which set it is.
First one feet, second one orbs.
Balls and dick.
Dick and balls, yep.
Shaft and balls. I don't know
Which
why
one's which?
I being part of this.
It's a new feast.
If they're trying to fix the server lag, they added more.
Sounds
So
about
They're
right.
just going to accidentally delete Northrend at some point.
We heard you like server lag, so we're gonna give you some server lag with your server lag.
And for a serious one, couldn't you do your first call be markers, and then the second one would be like lines through or something?
And they're
Yeah.
all on markers, right? Like that doesn't.
Well, it's according
No.
to the raid plan. First charge is the one that you need to be exactly on the markers. Second
Yeah,
charge
first
is when
one you're
behind
on a
people.
marker. Second one you're not really on a marker.
like
You're
to,
basically
like,
back on the
Points, markers, and then cross.
Man, this boss is everywhere. Oh God, no. I think markers and like straight through probably is fairly clear. Let's do it. So there's like no reason why we can't, at the very least, like see
5,
intermission. To
Collect
just
or
see how it
stand in
plays,
circle.
like
2,
multiple times tonight.
1.
And then Star is going to be our next. So a little farther out next time if you can.
Oh, that might.
Nope, got it stuck in. You're fine.
No, I was gonna get sucked in through that. 'Cause it was,
Oh, I fucking you're like hold your breath so you're skinny.
Like star. Actually, no.
Yeah, right here.
And back to the center.
Take it just to circle.
By star.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So everything was good except for.
I got
two.
the stars, and I think my stars were fine, or mine killed people. I need to know that.
If you got orbs, it's likely you killed someone because you should never get them.
Oh, okay. What causes
The third
me,
one is crisscross. Remember,
What causes me to get?
getting hit by a dash.
Getting hit by a dash or an orb.
Sorry, if it's within, we're doing crisscross. We're not. Are we running? We're running straight past the opposite one, right? Like we're running behind the one right across.
Oh, I
so we
stopped
don't get
looking
hit by it.
to get to that. Yeah, you go. So if you're attached to like star, that means you need to go all the way back behind. Or sorry, if you're attached to star, you need to go all the way back behind triangle.
And you stand on the spirit, or whatever it's called.
You want to stand behind it. We no longer care because we're not going to have like that last set of portals. After that suck, they're gone and it's reset for the next phase. So like we don't care if it's slightly too far back or anything.
Okay, so you don't need to overthink like how close it is. You just go behind it.
No, the most important thing is making sure you're behind it because if you get hit by both charges, you're gonna die.
Is it like a pixel behind it, or you have to be well behind it?
I mean, apparently the charge dash like is fairly consistent, but this is WoW, so like how much trust you want to give that is kind of up to you. I would say be generous.
I'll
So
cook
we
something up.
know. You said Pip. You were wrong. I think it looked like there were two though. Let me look at the VOD.
No, I was the other wrong one. I
Okay.
thought I said
Wait,
it
I don't think I
aloud.
did anything wrong.
Oh, maybe that was the pull before.
It was definitely the pull before.
We had the person connected to Diamond.
Yeah, I like basically the whole
They were
group
they
was
were
on
basically
Moon,
off.
so I couldn't find
like,
it.
Yeah. So they were like in the right direction towards Moon, but not on Moon. So that sounds like it was Phallus. And then it's hard to tell from my POV in the VOD, but I think all the others were fine. And then War got hit by the dash, it looks like. That's why he shot the orbs. And then
Yeah.
I haven't got a single mechanic yet, so I apologize when I get it and fuck it up.
No. That just means you're playing it perfectly.
Intended.
So triangle moon are slightly off. So that is, we know the moon one. And then who is connected to triangle? Man, it is very hard to tell these from the VOD.
Hey, what? Triangle?
So
That was me.
you were on triangle? Yeah. The portal was off position, and I'm just seeing if it's maybe a marker thing or maybe you were in the wrong spot.
Man, I stood on triangle. I don't know. No VOD POV for me though.
I mean, triangle I think is playable where it was. Let me move the marker though. It looks like it's slightly different maybe from the others. This is going to be one of those where once I figure out the marker position exactly, I have to screenshot it in pixel, like place them every night.
I do not leave witnesses.
Okay.
5.
Jump 3 times.
3, 2, 1.
I do not leave witnesses.
So we're dying in the first one.
March for death.
Flashes, beats down. Moon if we can. Oh, moon?
Oh, that's because it's closer to the next point for the tank. Yep. Because it's going to be harder for you now to bring it over there in time.
And just to everyone.
Kelly, I could have just stood behind you. It's okay.
I mean, it's mainly a DPS thing. I can be over there. I'm not really sure. Okay, and these all go through the center. All through the center. So we just want to make sure boss.
Remember, don't get hit by them.
Next thing.
One of them was on the center.
I'm so bad.
Yep. If the ads are going to a center, you don't want to be there.
Yeah, that is a... Like, basically, you want to be kind of in those areas.
Well, no, we had a dash baited to a marker, and it kind of Krish dominated from there.
Yeah.
Just business.
I forgot.
Was
it
boss
opposite.
in the wrong spot on that diamond one? Because I'm pretty sure I had this one. I went to here, but everybody was there, and I'm pretty sure I hit people.
My second charge, you're gonna say it's through boss? So
Yeah,
it's
through
just
boss.
opposite side, right?
Yeah, so whichever one you're connected to, if you're circle, let's say, you just go all the way over behind the moon one.
Okay. My bad.
If you're like in the empty tank space, how far do you want to be? Like, I think, so let's say, I think if you're in the empty tank space, you probably want to be on the point. Okay.
I think. I might be wrong, but let's try it like that. I need to prepare before we pull. I'm also watching VOD.
But you said.
So what were you saying, Kelly?
I was linked to the one on Star. I went to like here-ish, but that's where the boss and the whole group was standing. So I probably hit a lot of people. Was I not supposed to go
No,
there?
so
or was
if
boss
if
not
you're
supposed to be there?
if you're on Star, like if you're so you were Moon, linked to Moon.
No. I was linked to Star, and I went to Diamond-ish.
So
That's
if you're
where boss was sitting.
standing on Diamond, then that is where you should be, and everyone else was wrong. So that, I guess, is why you really don't want to be exactly on the mark war, because then you're in danger of getting hit by the dagger.
Okay.
So that's why we want these, the boss basically on this, like in front of this diamond that I'm pinging. And then everybody else does need to be aware, like if you're not attached, let me pull boss out.
I do not leave witnesses.
So if you're not attached to anything and we're placing the boss right here, like if you're melee especially and you're behind the boss, you need to be careful because there's going to be a charge going potentially right through you. So you just need to mind your positioning and make sure you don't get hit by that.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like it hit most of the people. But like,
Yeah. That is just something we needed to learn.
Yeah.
Where am I importing this Turk?
If you go to MRT and then reminders and then timeline, you should just be able to click import from node.
Yeah, and nobody really should have any experience with the weak aura stuff yet, since this is all like the first couple dots, and everybody should be able to personal both of those.
Not already right now. I only have
Very
one
good,
just
Ghost.
now.
Yeah.
Five.
Collect or
4,
stand in circle.
3, 2, 1.
My secret death.
And then our next spot we want to get to is going to be a sweep.
Got a ring.
Dashes. For the speed.
Final twilight.
So we can go over the island. That's fun.
You cannot escape my blade. Gutted.
And back in the center. These are straight through the middle.
Quick and painless.
Everyone's dead.
Don't worry.
Shadow blades. Execute.
Yeah, good.
Alright, place that tank buster.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on diamond.
But gross.
My bad.
Like, so like, let's say I'm attached to this guy,
Mm-hmm.
or like if I go to the other side,
Are you talking about the first or the second?
the second one, like through boss,
Mm-hmm. So you're attached to Moon.
I'd be like far back from the other.
You want to be behind the other Phantom, the one over by Circle.
Okay,
And I would say, I think you probably need to be, let's say, at least 5 yards. I'm not sure that's correct, but I think that's a good starting thought.
Same goes with like the other, right? Like the other.
Yes, and so the person attached to Circle is going to need to be behind the Moon one by 5 yards.
Okay, right here. I was just like, damn. I'm gonna get hit by 2.
And that second tank portal is fun with all those daggers.
I'm trying to
bubble.
stand on the top of your little tower here with all those daggers is tough also.
Yeah, that you're talking about after the
Like when I have my
like the
balls
second
I'm gonna
one.
shoot out. Yeah.
Not the first one, yeah. Yeah, that's why you have more leeway on that one. So
I
if you
basically
can
have-
be
I just
there,
went out
that's the
here.
best spot. But yeah.
That's
And
what
if you're
I think
a
isn't
tanky
fast.
class, like I'm guessing you are on this fight, Aiden, if you're a tanky class and you can go farther away, I think that is probably a good idea. But if you're like a squishy class that has no cooldowns, if you go out here, you're probably gonna die. So you kind of
not
have
that
to be
tanky.
closer.
Let's look at raid. I'm looking.
Our lines.
You get hit by Nexus daggers, so you did get hit by a line.
I mean, I think they're wider. So I have heard, I don't remember exactly how this goes. I have heard that they appear to be wider on certain charges in the fight. I am not sure if that's true or not, but we probably will be able to figure that out once we get more pulls.
I also think the damage.
How much room
takes-
do I have on the diamond that I'm standing in? Because I'm like trying to stay in the middle in line with it so I don't bombard the raid. But like, do I have this entire diamond to strafe through, or is it like narrower?
So that's
'Cause, like,
on
where's the
second with the dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you're dropping, that's the second set of balls, like basically anywhere back here.
Oh, okay,
is
so I have a lot of room. Okay.
Yes.
You also have a lot more time on that set.
You don't want to go basically into this part. You want to stay in between, if you look, these like little lines.
I was
But
trying to stay like
you have
pixel
basically
stacked on
a
that.
rectangle, like as far back as you are safe going here, that you're kind of safe to go in. And people will also like first one, once we have it nailed, nobody should ever really have to think about dodging orbs. On this one, they could come a tiny bit closer if people are like forced into a really bad spot because of daggers. So you'll have to at least like think about where the orbs are.
The direct center should kind of always be safe, though.
It should. We will have fucked up pretty badly if the direct center is not safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My secret dies with you. Marked for death.
Next tank's gonna be by me.
Void take. Gutted.
Charges, full speed, 7 down.
Oh wait, there's no good one. It's gonna be here.
Okay, that's fine. And then this next suck, it's gonna be 2 shout Raven's Devo.
You cannot escape my blade.
Oh, those are wider. Holy.
2 shout Raven's Devo. They're both dead. And so next tank thing, we're going to circle.
You have it, alright?
No, it'll be yours. Because I need to get the tank combo here.
Boss.
Oh shit.
Is there 3 boss? Yep.
Oh wait, oh wrong. Oh wait, there are 3 boss, that's right. Yeah. Right.
You cannot escape my blade.
Ow. Okay, so second one, through the boss. First one, normal. Second one, through the boss. Third one, normal.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Normal is the one where I move the boss out to get hit by the red thing.
Basically, you will drop the first and the third tank portal, and you will drop and you will aim the. You will move the boss for the first set of daggers. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What killed me?
I have a feeling. I don't know that I've.
You
said
ate a
this.
ball.
I think you.
No, I know that, but.
Think you might.
Why?
Killed you.
So, one thing to keep in mind here. So let's say. Let me move boss out.
My secret dies with you.
So when the boss is moved and we're placing the tank portal, especially on this first one, since the suck happens pretty close to it. So let's say we're dropping the tank portal here, and so boss is like right here, and everybody wants to be really close. That is kind of a dangerous spot because they all activate at a slightly different time. So I don't know if this. I haven't looked at the VOD yet to see. Actually, I don't think I got that pull. But if you're too close to this portal, then you are in danger of accidentally getting sucked into this portal for just a second. And so we want to basically try to move the boss a little bit if we can before the suck starts. But also people just need to be willing to take like a step or 2 back so that that activation can happen.
Okay, but why did I get hit by a ball?
I don't have a lot of it, so I cannot watch.
I was way back here. I got sucked in. I got hit by a ball.
So I think you probably were too far back. So that was on the first set of balls?
Yeah.
So
like
if you think about it,
here-ish.
if you're too far, if you're way back here and this person like next to you is there, one of their lines I think probably goes basically directly through you.
That is
I
what
got
happened.
hit in the middle.
That is what happened?
Well, no, Kelly got
Well,
pulled
not
in.
quite
There was a ball going like through there, and Kelly got pulled through
I
it.
got pulled through it. Okay.
Yeah,
Because you were too
so
far back.
Be
so
back,
like
but
the,
not too
the
far back.
symmetry on the first one I think is essentially so easy and nothing forces you out of place that you 100% should be on the point of this diamond every single time, because that's going to keep you safe from everyone else's orbs, including the people that are dropping the orbs. Because if you're too far back, like I think you are doing yourself a disservice.
I don't think so.
I think just looking like I'm not sure why you'd be facing like any way except staring directly at the boss to you.
I don't think it changes it.
doesn't
if you
change.
rotate around though. Or come back.
I
Or
wasn't
come
even
back.
thinking. I was thinking about like why two would possibly be facing a different direction.
Oh, I should repair. Well,
Yeah, have you not gotten it yet to you? Yeah, like once you see it, it'll be really obvious, but yeah, like if you turn, then you can definitely shoot them in different directions. I'm very curious now how many melees I've actually seen this. But I'm dumb and I didn't start logs on Paladin, so I don't have logs for that. I'll look at them later.
Or Ghost Task, it's just not live logging.
Yeah. We need to
I have logs too. I can upload.
Oh shit! Why did it take me this long to realize you were in your Paladin?
You're dumb.
DK lives on one boss.
I mean, Pally's not really for this boss, but Pally should be pretty good on this.
5,
Collect or stand in
4,
circle.
3, 2, 1.
Marked for death.
Just want to be moving on.
Devouring I strike from everywhere. Cut to ribbons. You cannot escape my blade.
Marks are really hard to Oh shit, I forgot!
Got it.
I'm so sorry.
Devouring
Two enemies. That's good too. It's tempting to be over there in the circle.
That goes
Wait,
through, right?
The red goes through. No, I mean all of them go through. Oh, all of them go through. Okay, well.
Is that supposed to be my speed?
That's a known bug.
That'll be
Or
your speed.
if someone gets 2 of them, it's just an instant wipe. So.
Great.
If too many people are dead.
I mean, that was
No.
my guess that 2 people, but if
No.
it's a
There was
known
like
bug-
3 people.
There were 3 people that
No,
would
it's
happen.
mission.
just business.
There are clips of that happening to people with everyone alive. So.
Awesome.
Yep.
It's a
In
bug-free
theory.
expansion.
Could I have turtled and just gone under the boss there? Wait, no, that would have fucked
No,
up.
the portal
not,
will
un,
stay
not
on
under
this
the
bus.
boss. Could you have turtle and lived? Probably.
I mean, you could
So
put the portal somewhere and make it work.
if you think for a second about if boss is directly in center and all the lines on the second set of charges are actually aimed correctly, like directly through boss, so you know where safe spots are, right? So you know like there is good, there is good, there is good. It's basically between. I wish I had more pings. It's basically between the lines. So that is where you want to be thinking about standing so that you don't get hit by any of the charges.
Basically, these little emeralds around the room, essentially, in that line.
Yeah, you can think about it like that. Like any, I mean, you want to be in the center hexagon,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
for sure.
right.
But anywhere in that line and towards center is safe, or should be safe.
Dude, Res.
Alright, let's just see if we can chain pulls till 11 so we can get as many people seeing these mechanics as we can. And hopefully see intermission. Shaman buff, then we're good. I'm excited for healers to experience intermission.
5.
Collect or
4,
stand in circle.
3, 2, 1.
Me when I have to play the game.
Marked for death.
Take your pulls.
Cut to ribbons. You cannot escape my blade.
Rallying cry.
And then raisins to you. Raisins and which enemy side? And the last temple.
Final twilight.
And everything goes through the middle here, remember?
Everything through the middle.
Who shouldn't be in the middle? You guys.
That is a true fact.
Oh, that guy wasn't.
You cannot escape my blade.
I'll move it towards. Yep.
And this is just any ground we have left.
Got it.
Okay, and now we are into the center for our
Surrender.
And you
Remember slide 5.
Yeah, remember your spots, sure.
What do I do if I'm already out of defensives?
My healer buddy is dead. Fuck.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get
Oh,
a line
wow.
basically every time with this many people alive.
Like, did you guys don't move when we get sucked in, right? You just let it suck in.
You generally should. So first one, you should never move. You should let the suck do the work for you. I guess potentially, depending on where you are specifically on like the second and third ones, if you're like over here, you might have to move a little bit.
Fucking died because someone's ball.
Does the third set of orbs follow the second set of orbs rule set, where, you know?
Yes.
Be within the kind of rectangle?
It should, yeah, I think.
Okay. Just making sure.
I mean, they like kind of get it from the couple logs I actually have so far. Looks like maybe one a set or something.
He's just spreading propaganda like usual.
Like to you in the past two pools, Two's gotten it twice, basically.
Yeah, he opened his mouth.
The Twilight Massacre is what I'm talking about too.
Oh.
Five, 4, 3.
Collect or stand in
2,
circle.
1.
My secret.
For a second, just have to kitchen moving door. Ideally.
Oh, Pip, you're very far away. Oh, I had a thingy. I did not want to put it in the right
You cannot escape my blade.
Rallying cry.
Watch your daggers.
Cut to ribbons. Shadow blades. Got it. Devouring darkness. Fatality. Executed. Surrender to the night. Fatality.
So you're gonna get lines a lot more often if it's been dead. But this, I mean, essentially is heroic until the very end of this phase.
I have every lie.
Nothing personal, just
You did it, buddy. Way to
I
go.
got my weak ore was chopping
Dude, the fact
every
that
half
there's nothing
second.
personal when you die is so funny. They just
I like when you
fully lean
hear
into it.
from, she says assassinated or whatever when someone dies from the 10% health thing.
I mean, I guess as long as you can keep yourself alive, it's... You might get pulled through an orb, though, right? I don't know why I pinged you. You're all the way back like that.
Oh, I'm not in. Where are you pinging?
No, I didn't mean to ping it. I was just.
I think potentially yes, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened to you a couple pulls ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but Pip was far enough back that maybe it can happen.
Huh?
I mean, I think the
When you were against the wall, like you were like against the wall. So
Yeah. Am I not supposed to be doing that?
probably-
I don't.
Oh no, you're supposed to be, because this is
The
what killed
furthest
me.
you
You're
have
supposed
to be
like,
out is like there, where this guy is.
Well, isn't
So-
that
The
just
thing
where you
pulls
should
you
be?
in, like sometimes
Well, it's
before
like-
you release the things, though.
That's okay if you're
that's
at least
okay.
that far back.
Yeah, if you're at least this far out, that is fine.
Okay.
And I think the problem with saying you can be as far back as you want is that, so if everybody is basically dropping orbs at this point, like somewhere along this line every single time, then I think everyone will get used to the like orbs pretty quickly because they're going to be in a fairly consistent pattern. But if we have some people going on this axis, like the y-axis, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. Like if we have people going this way and this way, like that is a much larger potential set of orb patterns that people have to be able to dodge. And so essentially people just have to have their head on a swivel all the time if we're doing that.
Well, no, it
Just
wasn't
kill
a matter of
Kelly.
like this versus this. It was like this versus this. Or I can't ping it another time.
Yeah, so like that versus the middle one.
Yeah, that versus that.
Yeah,
It
so
wasn't
the
me being
problem-
to the side.
And the problem with that also is like where we are here and like where this person is over there, their orbs are gonna shoot like through here, and you might just get pulled through them and die. Like killed Kelly a few pulls ago.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you're
why.
getting pulled in later.
That's why I think this axis is okay to move on, but I think we ban this axis for the most part. You
mean,
obviously might
you go a
have to
little
take
bit.
a step or two back just because of daggers, but you really don't want to go too far back, I don't think. And then give me 1 second. Yeah, man, those lines are fat. I was like, how the hell did I get hit by that?
Me at the cocaine party.
I have a house stone.
It's just weird because they narrow out as the further away they.
Yeah,
but
I was
they're
like,
still just as fast.
I was like maybe right there or something, and I got hit by one.
World of Warcraft swirly markers or something.
Whenever war is good. Oh,
I'm ready.
Vantis, this boss looking raisins.
Is that worth?
I mean,
Tomorrow.
get the cheap ones for tomorrow, yeah.
5,
Collect or
4,
stand in circle.
3, 2, 1.
But that was good.
It's always we whirl
You
on.
might have to take
Ah,
this
nice.
first one. 'cause no matter what. That's fine.
Oh, trying. Oops. Sorry.
Not that
Everything's
funny.
gonna be.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
might be fucked, but I think I'm gonna keep playing for now, I guess.
Angled.
Nah, it's fine. See, now I'm back normal.
Isn't one person that just.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure.
Nah, that's totally fine.
I think Andy.
What?
Oh, you
Rallying
got it.
cry.
Yeah, I move out after. I'm quick.
This doesn't look so good.
That's not.
Nothing personal, just business.
Also,
Go
like
again.
for the first, like I got my guy to point him at star. I go out to this one, or should I go clockwise and go all the way to this one? I don't know what people are like. Sometimes somebody just ends up on the one that I think I should be at.
I just like go out to the like on the flat. Like if I got the one like I was sitting on circle, I would just go out to the circle one.
Yeah, that's what I do. But then sometimes like the person who like
Which one is the circle one though? I thought we were saying.
I was
this
I
saying,
was
thought we
the circle one.
talked at the
If I was-
beginning to always go clockwise.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, but like
that's what
going
was said.
clockwise
I don't know
doesn't
if
make
people are
sense.
doing it, but
well, like I'm standing here, like the distance from there to like it's much closer.
That is true.
Wait,
Like
I thought you
that
said
doesn't
you were
make a lot
circle
of
one.
sense. Well, no, Illy said he was circle. I said I was
Yeah,
star.
I was saying if I was like baiting onto the circle, then I would just step back out here.
Because
Yeah, I mean that is
because the
that
marks
is
aren't
fine.
actually on these lines. They're like towards the
Yeah,
center of this side.
I think that's totally fine too, if everybody is listening.
Okay, so we're not going clockwise anymore.
Yeah, just go basically directly back in your slice.
But like for the first set, it's different because you are on the line. So then, like,
I think the argument
everyone
to go
goes
clockwise.
I'm glad we're switching to what I've been doing. Excellent.
Everyone
So-
goes anti-clockwise.
Masterful gambit.
yeah, counterclockwise will work always. Then that's what you're saying? Yeah, because it should. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so always go
So
counterclockwise. Easy.
are we're always going counterclockwise? Okay.
So basically, if you are dropping this portal first, you're going counterclockwise to this one. Basically where the warlock thing
me.
is. And if you are circle,
You find
Mark,
him and stand
then
directly.
you're
on
also
him.
going there if you're targeted by the charge. So it's always just counterclockwise.
Hey, what? Oh man.
Not to be confused with the other mechanic that we're going clockwise for, by the way.
What mechanic are we
Still
going
doing
clockwise for?
The charges.
Two clockwise.
Oh, the chart. Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
I believe in you. Whenever you're good.
I don't want to go counterclockwise. I know what we're talking about.
I mean, okay, I guess, whatever. Let's just go, I guess.
What's that mean?
What's that even mean?
Yeah, what the fuck are you sad about?
Oh,
Right, thanks, man. Just
5.
Collect or
4,
stand in circle.
3, 2, 1.
Marked for death.
Angled.
You know, whatever gets the job done.
Oh, didn't you hear? Shit. Oh, you through this one time.
You cannot escape my blade.
Rallying cry. Middle.
Raisins, no!
You cannot escape my blade.
And this one you actually don't have to get all the way too far. You can place that one a little bit closer even if you want to.
Yeah, this one's closer.
Yeah, next one.
Jump 3 times.
And then get to your spots.
Surrender to the night.
Remember, so play on your line and then go into a pie slice as soon as it's activated. Last activated.
Up again.
I'm Moon, right?
Yep, and then Illy stays alive. And then last, aw, we almost saw last wave.
I have a question.
You moon, I swear.
I requested external from a guy also doing the same mechanic I was on the other side of the room.
Do it faster or something. I don't know. But then time's out. I don't know.
I requested from an evoker, so
get fucked.
Imagine asking
When did
a
you?
dragon.
When did you? So.
I guess I could have pressed
which
it on
set
my
did
way
you-
out.
Yeah,
I could have pressed it on my way out.
It was after the crisscross. I'm pretty sure we crisscrossed opposite sides of the room, and then the daggers
was-
and like the orbs.
it was
Like, there's
the
no real
ghost.
way to get over
So
there.
it's through the boss.
Yeah, it was through the boss. But if I requested too early, then it would have timed out very early.
So you wanted the cooldown for the charge or for after when you had the dot?
I mean,
Just get it on the chart.
I need it on one of them, right? So
Like I think you'd be able to get it on the dot,
charge?
which
No,
well, I think you'd be able to get it on the dot, right? Because you're coming back in fairly soon.
I would have died
Okay.
No,
I
because you're
did die
standing next to the
actually.
drop orbs, aren't you?
I
Like,
mean,
you're
I
up
guess
for
if
one.
you both have that, then and you're on
Yeah.
opposite sides, then yeah.
Now that we're getting in there, make sure you look at slide 5 to know where you should be in intermission.
I was
And
gonna
please
say
go
the
to
same
slide
thing.
7
I will
to
look
see
at
how
that
you will die,
VOD,
and then slide
and,
8.
Okay.
And
I could have
after the-
requested it earlier, and I would have had it for the charge, but I probably would have died to the dot anyway.
That would be a tricky thing to correct, though. I'm not actually sure how you would change the prio system to avoid that even.
Maybe it'll just never happen again.
Also, did someone come in with orbs at the end there, or not? Like right before?
I mean, if someone dies, they drop their orbs immediately.
Like I got hit by an orb coming from the middle.
They probably came in to hit and.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, sorry, I was.
People aren't used to the dam. That's
Oh.
incoming yet.
Five.
Collect or
four,
stand in
Mike's
circle.
thing, it was like Western
2,
Gabriel.
1.
He's
Marked for death.
Oh, yep.
Angled.
Yes, we can.
Somebody charged the wrong way.
Rallying cry.
Good luck, I guess. Actually, just that.
Wait, wasn't there supposed to be something at square?
Middle.
Yes. If
Somebody charged the wrong way.
basically
I think I went the wrong way.
the
I need to look.
so we can immediately identify if something is wrong if there is not a portal on every one of basically our initial starting points at
We
every
can also
like,
identify
phase of the fight.
it's wrong if we see one of the lines going counterclockwise.
I mean, yeah, yes, but
Yeah,
like
I'm
later on in the fight
98%
when
sure
the
I went
lines
the
are
wrong
known.
way that time.
If there is ever a portal in any spot other than those, then something has gone wrong.
I do not leave witnesses. Quick
Oh, we
and
got him.
You got pooed on.
All right, that was the last pull. See you all tomorrow.
Nah.
Again, just double check
VRT doesn't count if
slide
it's,
5
if it's
so
less than
you,
30 seconds.
know where to go in
Whoa.
intermission.
Okay, ERT, why are you throwing shade like that?
Are there bosses where you legitimately wipe before 30 seconds and they just don't count as wipes?
Okay, you know what?
True.
Oh,
Wrong. We're not just
this
looking at 30
this is
seconds,
obviously
okay?
not important, but Carla, you're playing Time Spiral right now, right?
Yeah.
You're all playing Spatial for this boss,
Oh.
but you don't have to swap right now.
I believe
If you don't swap right now, we're gonna wipe again.
I believe our entire first night of Tindril was 30-second wipes at best.
Like was it
first
like not
night?
counted as wipe?
4.
Collect or stand in
There probably
circle.
exceptions put in for
1.
bosses.
Yeah,
I
there might
don't
be.
see why there wouldn't be an exception. Hey.
Angled.
Hate that they don't turn on all at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did that hit?
One went like through the boss.
No, but it's fine.
It did?
Rallying cry.
And this is 2.
Oh, that.
This is used
Oh,
after.
I
So
got
this is all
scammed.
through the boss.
Middle.
Straight through.
Final twilight.
retarded, man. Why did
Circle.
Circle?
daggers are so fast? It's like a fucking jump scare.
I mean, oh, they're all. Sorry, they're all. Yeah.
I'm like, I have enough time to play extra safe. Oh nope, that dagger just killed me.
The damage resolves before they actually disappear, so it's very disorienting with once you get hit by.
Fucking died because I didn't have back pedal bound.
Okay, we are done. That was so. This fight, we're forgetting Brood Twister still. This fight is like, once we learn this first phase, we have learned most of the fight. Like it just repeats with a like minor variation, and so what that means is this fight's going to be like really easy to learn. Like there is not much complicated mechanically, but this fight is super, 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 super personal responsibility. Like if we have people that get hit by orbs a ton, if we have people that get hit by daggers of any type, like we will wipe for weeks and weeks if people are playing badly. And so we're going to try to get out of the slump of the last boss and actually play well, like personally, on this one, because we need
You're
to.
telling me it's a personal responsibility fight with strict positioning requirements, and if you get hit by extra mechanics, you wipe immediately. Where have we seen this boss before?
In a lot of places. I'm not sure which one you're thinking of.
Brood Twister. It's like the exact same boss as Brood Twister.
Yeah, but
I think
the last 4 bosses are all pretty tough. So.
Yeah, I think they all.
No, I just mean like the requirements for each person.
Yeah.
It's like you have to stand specifically in this spot. You cannot get hit by extra mechanics.
That's similar kind of thing.
But like,
Just wait till the next boss. If you
personally, I think it's
better than
easier
Pud.
because there's basically 2 sets of positions you have to learn, like the angled ones and then the straight through. You have to know what to do on each of those, and I feel like
Also, there are invisible.
regardless of which one you're on, like circle and moon, let's say, like play a little bit differently, obviously, because you're in different spots, but should feel very similar to play every time. But the eggs, like the eggs were a different pattern, like in every part of the room. So like that, I
This
feel
does
like
just
was a
feel
little
like
tougher.
An easier version of Brood Twister. But I think that
This is a
survivability
less,
is harder.
Yes, survivability is much harder on this one, and that is going to just get harder as the fight goes on.
Fuck is up with repair costs, man? Everyone's talking about Brutosaurs. Repair costs are ridiculous.
This was what, the 3rd to last pull that Ghost had this thing on?
Yeah, something like that. I think I just press it earlier, and then I have it for the one thing. Like, it would, obviously, if I had my personal, I would have just used it, but, because I got 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think, just watching it back, I think if you need a personal on that one, you have to macro it early, and like, I think if you're a external class, you might have to give it a beat just to see if anybody's going to need it. I mean, I think it's going to be fairly easy once we're used to the timing of it, but obviously
think that
now
what
people want to go like, oh, I got a mechanic, I need to get out right now.
I think I kind of problem solved it after, but right there, like if that's the case, I would hit it. If it's a well, no, I wouldn't. I would just Dark Pact and Soulburn Hellstone. I think I'd be okay.
But like just looking at it, like you move out immediately. Marius, who I believe you said you requested it from,
I requested
he was in there a couple seconds. So I'm guessing, I can't see this on my UI, but I'm guessing you didn't hit it until you were out, maybe.
No, I didn't hit it until I was like, I was out to get it for the entire dot.
Yeah, I think if you hit it early there, like it may not be ideal for like when you actually need it, but it's going to cover enough of it that you'll be able to get back in safely.
Yeah, the dot lasts 9 seconds, and like there are very few defensives that aren't going to cover the hit and dot if you time it correctly, but that could be like an instance, obviously, because you need to be in range.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it like
But do you mean
better
there are
to
very
just
few
use
defenses
it on the
that do cover
dot?
both?
I think.
Do you have defensive that don't last 10 seconds? I thought most did.
No.
Wait. Oh, I don't know about Warlock.
Unending
That's
resolve
unfortunate
lasts
if that's true.
So if I want to get the hit and the dot, I have to use it before, and then I don't get the
Yeah, I
last
mean, I
two
think
ticks of the dot.
the hit is more important than 2 ticks of the dot. The hit is like half your health.
Yeah, that's why
It's more than
I'm
that.
always using it right before the hit.
Yeah.
I think it depends on your class and your personals. I think the dot might be just overall more dangerous to people, but
It's feeling that way.
if you're like a super, I mean, that's also what people say when you like look up strats on the fight, is that the dot is the more dangerous part. But the
hit is
assassination,
like 4 million.
Yeah, it's 4.6 million if that tool
Like,
tip
that
is
could just
actually
put
correct.
you to 10% and then you die.
It does feel like
Yeah, it depends
the
on
dot
like
is more dangerous, but if I don't defensive the hit, I'll be low and then out
Yes.
of the group, farther away from healers.
And so, like, ideally, if you have a personal or the external that covers all of it, you cover it, you know, the whole thing every time. But if you have, like, a 6-second personal, like it sounds like you kind of do, or whatever, like, you're going to have to make a choice.
Worth, like, Dark Pact isn't going to save me, I don't think, from that at all.
What does Dark Pact do exactly? I forget.
It's a 3 million shield.
Yeah, the touch of karma does not help at all.
Yeah, so I think
say
I think I would
3 million?
just So I think I would just double up my defensives, because Dark Pact's only 45 seconds. Like if I get it once.
I mean, Dark Pact sounds like you can use on almost every time you have it. It's never going to save you by itself.
Yeah.
That's basically like whenever I'm using karma, I'm also using something else with it. I'm not just
I
using
mean,
karma.
basically,
like
it's
30 seconds.
It's a 4.5 million instant hit, which takes people very low, or you're dealing with like what 9-ish million damage over 9 or 10 seconds.
The actual
like
hits
whichever
are
is more
30
dangerous
seconds
kind of
apart.
depends.
Well, I mean, the point is like you can always hit their defensive right because the dot starts ticking immediately after the 4 million hit.
Yeah.
So like the ideal would be you defensive the 4 million hit and then defensive as much of the dot as possible because you're just pressing it late. And I think that's
Like
true for
there
every
is
situation.
there is a burst at the end of Queensbane, but it's
Is there?
basically just under 2 million, so it is a less
Okay.
dangerous burst.
I guess maybe there's situations where you'd want to save it then.
I'm not
Or
sure
if
Dark
you're,
Pact is weird,
I mean,
though,
I don't know
because
what
it
your
has such
HPs
low-
are at, but if somebody in raid is sitting at like 6.5 million HP or something, like if that takes you to 2 million and that's what, like 30%, that could potentially be fine if you have some like 40% DR, like for
HP do you
the
have,
whole
Ed?
dot.
How much HP do I have?
Obviously saying if you can't cover
I
both.
don't know. Like
Are
under
you
7
not?
million. Yeah,
I'm
not
at
in the game.
exactly 7 million with no buffs.
I'm under 7 million with priest buff.
Okay.
But I don't know the
Same.
number.
I think a lot of people are under 7 million.
I guess that is Warlock defensive, is just having a large health pool. Like my
Yeah.
effective HP is 700.
You also
is
just have passive
7.7
shields,
million.
right? Like soul leech
Yeah,
or whatever it
that's-
is.
Yeah, so it's 7.7 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like for you, it might be that the dot is like by far more dangerous, and you need to make sure your cooldown covers as much of that as possible.
Let's see, how
I'm
much
not
health
sure
do
if this was discussed. Can you get hit or targeted by that more than once in the phase?
Let's see.
If
I'm
nobody
not sure.
dies, I don't know. But like a lot of times people were
Yes.
getting targeted back to back
Yes,
because
It's gonna be
you
very
get
hard to
target
tell,
back to
yeah.
back.
I do think the answer is yes, but I don't know if we had polls I can even check on.
I definitely got targeted back to back, or at least
With people not dead?
with everyone alive. Yeah. I mean, I also recall a specific pull where Pip got targeted back to back. For sure.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Of course, it's shadow damage. Okay, cool. Cool.
Good fortune to our friends.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, you definitely can. I'm just looking at
Where
it.
is it for you?
I think part of it is that they're technically two separate mechanics. So like you get targeted by assassination and then you get targeted by Twilight Massacre. But both apply the dot. But yes,
I don't know if you can get targeted by Twilight Massacre twice in a row. I wasn't looking at that.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't think we ever had 2 Twilight Massacres in a row where everyone's alive.
Just looking through a couple kill logs, it does not appear that you can. But that's only...
You can get targeted by 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, but never 2 and 3. Potentially.
Yes. Yeah, that appears to be correct.
So essentially, you can get assassinated in a Twilight Massacre, but you can't get Twilight Massacre in a Twilight Massacre.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is obviously anecdotal because I'm just looking through random logs, but...
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just clicking on the top logs, and that never happens. Like, Twilight Massacre twice in a row. Oh, you know what's interesting? It looks like that holds until the like after each intermission as well. Like, look at this, girls. Oops, I almost posted in the logs chat. This is some groups. Twilight Massacres. And like the first group of 5, it's very consistent.
Yeah.
Like they will never get the second.
Yeah, the logs I've looked at appear to be the same way.
I'm missing some information. I don't get what it's showing.
Like, if you got targeted by the first Twilight Massacre,
okay,
like you're always getting an odd one. It looks, it's like very consistently, like you're very unlikely to get the even Twilight Massacre for the rest of the fight, just because of how it.
But I mean, you can get like the third, or rather the second Twilight Massacre in a phase, and then the first assassination.
Yes.
Which, since you're also kind of having to use
basically the same
personals,
thing.
it's basically the same thing because you're also wanting a personal intermission too. So like you're
Bro, the intermission,
unlikely
that
to
shit
have.
is scary.
Intermission is gonna, like, we haven't seen the hard part of the intermission. Basically.
What's that mean?
At the very
So like
end
intermission plays the same. There's more like lines that go out, so you're just gonna get more of them in an intermission. But the last set of lines in every intermission, everybody gets a line at the same time.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I
like,
also had
that is why the positioning in intermission exists.
I have people who are not supposed to be on my spot every time, but we haven't got
Yeah,
there
I mean,
a lot
yeah.
yet, so it's fine.
Yes, this is why I play ranged. I see.
Yeah, technically Surf is better for this fight, but Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean,
Then you
we're
gotta stand out there in the
gonna
intermission. Go hang
we're
out over
already going to
here.
be quite tight up in melee.
I was gonna say Feral will definitely perform better with defensives and single target damage, but I was gonna be much more survivable in range.
You just need chicken weave during the intermission.
Plus BM just gets an extra defensive.
Yeah, I could. No.
Feral does get an extra. Maybe that's a thing, you know. Maybe you feral, and then you have survival instincts, and then you can chicken weave during the intermission.
It is a 3-minute defense. Oh my god! I just whacked my knee. Oh shit!
Don't you get 2 charges of it, or is that only Guardian?
No, that's only Guardian. Feral is just a 1 charge 3-minute.
You said 2 charges and no bark skin. That was a good times. Worst defensives in the game.
Yeah, that was a thing at the time, but
Yeah,
that's gone.
That.
I think. Curious what people play on.
Oh, you can look it up.
I'm going to. As far as.
Just imagine the very last intermission, Hayden.
Why?
Because you now have 3 slices
We'll
active
definitely
at
play more
once,
bootkin.
and you also play the end.
Definitely
So,
more bootkin
like
for
the
this
hardest
boss.
mechanic in the fight probably is at the very end of the fight, where everybody gets a lion, and there are 3 pie slices active, and so there's like very little space to spread.
Well, we're gonna kill the boss before that happens.
Hopefully.
I was just wondering if any of the Ferals were playing. Not Wildstalker, whatever the other one's called. That one generally has defensive.
Oh, they're all playing Wildstalker. Looks like.
Yeah, it seems like it. Which makes sense because it's more damage, but.
Yeah. So, tank mechanics, no joke, man.
Is it tank buster, or just like making sure you're in their position?
No, that tank buster, like, does a ton of damage.
Oh, on heroic, it's like I didn't even know there was a tank buster.
Even the dot actually is pretty big.
They fucking ramp up the tank buster by a lot.
Yeah, I mean they
to make it so you had to do tank.
forget exactly what they changed, but yeah, I think they just upped the damage of it.
Right, they were one tanking that initially,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it's still trucked then, they just were using the battle res and res totems for it.
Yeah.
Don't they also have like a warrior on some shit? Last day?
Yeah.
They had
5,
Bob Taunt
4,
as well.
3, 2,
Tim's
1.
got that covered.
I don't get
I do like. I do like the.
You learn the true lesson of the void.
No.
It doesn't even
sir.
actually taunt.
Just remember, I took taunt off my bar after like week 2.
Week 3.
Was it 3?
You're just doing so much damage. You just full threat, nothing you can do.
I mean, Starfall go burr.
Yeah.
Yep.
The reason why they went one tank was very funny to me. It was like we can't B-res a DPS anyway, so we have to use them for tanks. So
Because they just need the damage.
it's like if you're B-resing a DPS, you're fucked. So
What if it's quick? Like, I guess it depends on the DPS. Like some people use ramp stuff.
What do you res at anyway? Is it like 20%? I forget.
I think it's 50. Right?
Oh, is it 50 now?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Ankh I'm thinking of that's super low.
Yeah, Ankh is low as like 10.
Ank's not
Just
Soulstone
I mean,
is.
there's no way it's 10 because that just wouldn't work on this boss.
Ankh is.
that's
Soulstone 6.
I don't know, you just let me res, and then everybody's 100.
Sure. Alright. I actually
don't
took
mind.
off the
As balanced, perfectly fine doing that because it's quick. I don't have to shift for it, no problem. Make me do it in feral, I'll break.
I thought they faster energy.
They do not.
Discard.
I think it's still faster than this feral unless I take the talent.
Remember, shape shifting is 2 globals and they're long globals.
Yeah, I mean the res. The res will come out faster, but to actually get back to doing damage, it's faster as Warlock probably.
Yes.
Raw? Maybe. If you take the talent for sure. The cast is so long.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so my cast is. I don't know what it is in my feral spec, but right now I've got it at 1.6.
Yeah, it's 2.6.
That plus my 2 global for.
Can you not just cast V-Res out of the casting?
I guess I can. So,
you can just V-Res and
it's just a 1 global to switch back in.
So, yeah.
So it's basically the exact same thing. But also I play that talent to reduce it most of the time anyway now. Except for this boss. Because I need other things. Oh, I was gonna check what Onk. Onk with 20% HP.
It would be fun if it was 10 and you just couldn't do that on this boss. Like the rogues can't take cheap death on this boss. That's really funny. It just kills you. And you just die anyways.
You die.
The good news about that is that the other alternative to cheat death is way better on this fight anyway.
What's that?
Yeah.
And they took that off the global road.
Yeah. Not that it really matters in this fight. It's really nice on Brutus to or like most fights.
I've never been so happy to kill a boss with my dead on the floor.
Yeah, I'm happy we're done with that shit. Dude, I'm gonna like I always upload my videos to my YouTube and like there's a part like I'm telling you, there's a part in the fight like I'm in my cooldowns trying to kill ads and I just have to stand there vivifying myself for like 4 globals.
Inevitably. I probably should have done that instead of trying to use my bear regen.
I should have done anything except for stick there and look at Wah standing on my port and just try and telepathically tell him to move. I'm sitting there like trying to just casting Curse of Tongues and I'm just watching Wah and I'm like move. I'm just trying to tell him to do that with my mind. It didn't work.
Were they like during this?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk because everyone's like doing everything.
It wasn't even that. It was I was so much more focused on like putting up Curse of Tongues on the melee worm and like trying to live, and I just forgot. I was like, oh right, this is the only set in the game I can't pre-port the root if I get the break because the timer's so close together. Whatever, I'm glad to be done with that boss.
The void
killed it next week. It's always, it feels a lot of times it's like struggle on boss for like weeks and then you go to re-kill it and it's
I don't know, this boss is like we could just spend a whole
maybe
week
not. I do gotta agree with that, but like stuff like Raziga, like
yeah.
Alright, like these bosses,
stuff like that we take often a week to re-kill in the first place. And we don't often like kill a boss and then come like the end boss and then come back and kill it the next week.
I think the only boss we did do that to is Starcraft last expansion.
Is that true?
Yeah. We definitely first week Raziga's cleared. Re-cleared. Okay. I think we did on Ferret as well.
Intruders, find them.
And Starcraft was fucking Garn. Just higher rate that it does Scar, not pretty clear.
That's what I mean, that's what First Booster's gonna be.
Well, I mean, Scar was like, because it was different than when we had killed it originally, right? That boss went through 3 different iterations.
That was so fucked up. That was so fucked up.
Dude, Aiden just fucking payphone tank and
Yeah,
Skarn.
It must be fun. I thought it was kind of fun.
The void consumes everything.
Evoker too?
That was another boss where I
mostly.
died at the beginning and I was totally fine. Just dead on the floor. I remember a lot of
the worst
melee
fight
stuff.
I've ever progged. If I had to rank them all, best to worst would be the worst. That's just me.
I remember the amount of times Keith accidentally like Shadow Step killed himself on that boss was like extremely high.
Yep.
I mean, it's one of the only fights in the game where if you Shadow Step the wrong time, you just instantly die. At a time where you want to be Shadow Stepping, it's like cool.
We got that with this box too.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this boss I like shadow step, and then my brain resets, and I'm like, alright, I need to get out, and then I just like
The void
go out, and it's been fine so far, but I should probably not keep doing that.
I place my little guy and then I go punch the boss and then Wah yells at me and because I forgot that I had to drop the orbs after. I had no idea with the weak aura giant on my screen yelling at me. Good thing Wah's there, otherwise I would have wiped this every time. He's not even here, so it's not even that funny. I'm just gonna talk shit about Wah. I'm not in here, so now it just feels like I'm being mean.
Yeah, Corey, this is
The
saying
difference
Wah.
is if you would say, if you only say it if he's not here, and you wouldn't say if he was here. But the fact that you say if he was here,
I was looking through some old clips, Dragonflight, and I found one where Keith was trying to tell us some rogue trivia. He kept on fucking up the intro.
oh my god, dude, I remember that shit. That was
So I
so
knew it.
funny.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
No, it's a private aura. Go off vibes. You could set a sound on it. You could probably make a sound that lasts the same length as it. That could be the strat.
Oh, you remember that one? I got blasted by an orb.
It's because
From lag.
the clip was too long. Separated.
It looks like either Ghost or Kurt or blasted me as I was being pulled in. That was my own lag.
I don't think you can get hit by your own.
Well, I think you can technically walk into it, right?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
So it's like, you know the Bobby Lee summer camp?
Every day for a summer, he just kept adding
Yeah,
shit to it.
that's what it felt like when Tweety said, yeah.
Yeah, every time Keith speaks in that, another person responds.
It would definitely be like at least like a third less funny without 2U.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it the midnight thing again? What are you guys talking about?
No.
Rogue trivia.
Rogue trivia.
You just like, you responded to something he said, but yeah, but it was like really enthusiastic and like unexpected.
This one is not interesting.
You have computer
They did the Aiden strat.
So they did not do the Aiden strat. They did a variation of the Aiden strat. And I think why Aiden's strat doesn't work. Well, I think why Aiden's strat is inferior, but would be, is basically that picture there. So basically you could go up towards circle, or you could go towards triangle, right?
Inevitably,
No,
the void consumes
for dragging it towards one of the things to hit to mask. Yeah, and avoid the one at, there's not a marker, but the one like down in the bottom left and the top rightish. So you do that, but then that means those players connected to the star and the triangle one have to make very long lines every time, right?
They'd have to be behind their current guys, right?
I mean, no, because it doesn't go like an infinite thing. They have to, so let's say you move it over onto like the triangle marker. Like that person that's connected to the star one has to go like potentially very far, right? That's why they're not moving it from the center, essentially. Like they always keep it in the... So you need to get it out of the center, right? Because you can't have the other two red mask hit, the ones that aren't on circle or triangle line.
Right.
And there's 4. So you need
get
to
the
move
boss
it.
out of the center?
Yeah, so you have to move boss out of the center. And if you do that, like that circle person ends up having to move very far to get there. That's like, I think, the issue with yours, but I think their strat is inferior to Echo's if you watch like what the room looks like and how they have to play every pool.
So,
like if you look at their pools every time, it is like super sketchy every single time, and they can do it because they're good. But like their portals, I mean, if you watch like the symmetry of the Echo strat versus the Liquid strat, like I don't know how you would say, other than having to play like 2 separate patterns, how the Liquid strat is better. It's like if you, here I can like,
I mean, part of it is also like their initial puddle placements are way further out than we have been.
their puddle placements are further out. Like if you watch their, like the chaos in their room versus the Echo strat, I feel like is just harder to play for an average game.
Inevitably, the void consumes.
Whereas on the Echo you have to learn 2 patterns, so that's 1 more, but like everything plays the same every single time. There's never variation.
Peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now you learn the true lesson of the void. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. 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 Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Intruders, find them!
Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Inevitably. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Incompetent drones. I will end you myself. You'll fall to my swarm.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Once, my people thrived under the guidance of the Black Emperor. Queen Nephros refused to reclaim that glory, but no more. I'm surrender, and the Black Blood will usher in a new age for Ashkat. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. The harvest will prevail! Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. I can't wait to hear about your adventures. Tell me another story sometime.
Thank you.